it's hot outside, so it's tough to motivate yourself to get going, isn't it, brutal?
Especially when you're running up that driveway that's like this.
Yep. Anyway, this is the third installment of what we wanted to cover for June, and we tried to systemize the courses in the way that it made the most sense. So the first thing we did, just to recap, was clear your head of all the unnecessary and unneeded drama that occurs both personally and professionally, and just really try to have a clean slate and look at each event that occurs as a single event, wanting to kind of take a minute, take a break. Remember we said to slow down, hit the hold button, realize what you can control and what you can't control. And then after we did that, we moved into finding your focus. And once you've kind of cleared out all the unnecessary things in your head that maybe either bog you down or weigh you down or take you off your game, it's really important to decide, you know what, I have a business here. I need to figure out what I want to focus on and where I want my key business to come from. What type of client do I want to have? Where did you have your best experience? What type of client provided you with one of your best experiences? And so we wanted to take some time to think about that. And that's all great, but having a great plan and not implementing it will get you nowhere. So how we wanted to wrap this up was all about implementation is everything. And it really is true. Everything is in the action. So that's what we're going to cover today. We have a lot to cover, a lot of great material. So it's ideas are not the key to success, right? We have to do something with the ideas. So I have a lot of great ideas, but if I never put them into action, it really doesn't matter. So that's where true success will lie. So I wanted to take a moment to define implementation like we've done in the past. What is implementation? And there's a couple different things that come up. Carry out or accomplish. That's the first thing. So you want to carry out an idea, carry out a plan, you want to feel a sense of accomplishment, get something done. To give practical effect to and ensure of actual fulfillment by concrete measures. The doing of an action. So when you think about that, I think a lot of times we use these terms loosely and we think we're actually doing more than we actually are. So when we talk about implementing, it's all in the follow-through. So good intentions are not good enough. Even the most well-thought-out business plan is just a stack of paper if it isn't completed with a plan for implementation. And I bet there's probably a few people in here that may have a business plan tucked away. That's a great business plan, but right now it could just be a stack of paper. And it doesn't have to be with your business. Have you ever thought of doing something where you wrote out your whole plan, but then you never really had it done? Does anybody have a business plan laid out? Do you feel like you're following through on everything that you could with it? Sometimes we spend so much time on the business plan, but not enough time on the implementation stage. So I almost feel sometimes that realtors, they have great ideas and great intentions, but it's in the details that we get lost, because then we get busy with the transaction. And isn't that where a lot of our time is spent? It's in the transaction, after it goes under contract, showing property. Our tasks, you know, when you're working through a contract, they can be very time consuming. A lot of follow-up, you're putting together the contract, you're sending over the offer, you're waiting on a counter offer, you're turning in paperwork, you're coordinating inspections. That really does cut into a lot of time. If you analyze how much time, it's probably not as much. But you can get inspections coordinated, open a lockbox, go meet someone at a property, and before you know it, because it's not just in an office, you have to physically go there, before you know it, 5 hours has been eaten up of your day. So it's real easy to get off track, unfortunately, in this business. So you really have to have some systems in place to make sure that your great business plans get implemented.